High above the Avon Gorge in Bristol, the Clifton Suspension Bridge floats like a silver ribbon stretched between two rocky cliffs. More than just a crossing, it's a living symbol of bold ambition, persistence, and the brilliant engineering spirit of the Victorian age. The dream of spanning the gorge began back in the 1750s. Bristol was thriving as a port city, but the Avon Gorge remained a deadly, impassable barrier. For almost 80 years, the idea of building a bridge seemed impossible. Everything changed in 1829, when a design competition was launched. One hopeful applicant stood out, a young, determined engineer named Isambard Kingdom Brunel, just 23 years old. His original design didn't win, but Brunel, with his unshakable confidence, convinced the judges that he was the man for the job. It would be the start of one of history's most extraordinary engineering careers. Construction began in 1831, but was almost immediately stopped by disaster. The Bristol riots broke out, funding collapsed, and work on the bridge froze, leaving only two lonely stone towers standing over the gorge, monuments to a dream that seemed abandoned. Years passed. Then, in 1859, Brunel died at just 53, never seeing his vision realized. Yet his legacy refused to fade. Two fellow engineers, William Henry Barlow and John Hawkshaw, stepped in to complete the bridge. They ingeniously reused wrought iron chains from Brunel's own Hungerford Bridge in London, adapting the design to newer engineering standards. At long last, after more than 3 decades, the Clifton Suspension Bridge opened in December 1864, a masterpiece of Victorian engineering finally brought to life. Spanning 702 feet with no support below, the bridge was a marvel. Its massive iron chains form a parabolic curve, the ideal shape to evenly distribute weight. Hidden at the tops of the stone towers are massive iron saddles, allowing the chains to move and flex with the bridge's loads. A revolutionary concept at the time, and still working perfectly today. But the bridge also has some wild stories hidden among its stones. In 1885, a woman named Sarah Ann Henley threw herself off the bridge after a heartbreak. Miraculously, her huge Victorian skirt caught the air like a parachute, slowing her fall. She crash-landed in the mud below, battered but alive. Sarah went on to live for another 60 years and never returned to the bridge. And if you think that's strange, in 2002, during a routine inspection, engineers stumbled upon a massive hidden vault inside the Lee Woods Tower. It turned out there were vast chambers, some over 36 feet high, sealed and forgotten for over a century. To this day, no one's entirely sure why they were built. They remain a mystery tucked deep within the bridge itself. Today, Clifton Suspension Bridge carries more than 11,000 vehicles every single day. It's entirely self-funded, no government money, just a modest £1 toll per vehicle. And it remains a vital artery for Bristol, a backdrop to fireworks, festivals and everyday life. The Clifton Suspension Bridge is more than stone, iron and ingenuity. It's a monument to human ambition, resilience and imagination. A dream that took generations to build and one that continues to inspire every person who crosses it.